Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. As anyone having a wonderful day on the 25 January 2025. And today we're talking about another movie. We already did one. That other movie is the Tom Cruise Mummy movie. Now, why am I saying the Tom Cruise Mummy movie? Is because I grew up watching the Brendan Fraser trilogy of mummies. And to be honest, the Tom Cruise movie is actually really, really nice. I really liked it. I'm gonna be fuck. I think the standalone is actually quite nice. I think the standalone is a really, really good piece of content. I think if you compare it to the original trilogy of The Mummy, I think it's a bit weak. So there's a lot of good points, a lot of bad points. I'm gonna start with the bad points because that's what I do. So Tom Cruise actually plays a really, really does a really, really good job, but it's uh, it's something it does okay. So I think the movie suffer from a hyper hero. So the hyper hero is everything that this guy does is amazing. So for example, there's this girl, right, and she's super smart, right, and she knows some secret that he doesn't know, and she's really, really top notch, right, and and then it's nuts. He sleeps with her. He steals some things from her, and then it's like, oh, you got me, but you're super smart. Or there's another part with the girl, the same girl. They're in a church, right? Then there's he runs away first, so he take the car, and she's like, "Yo, wait for me," and he's going, and then he decides to wait for her, and then she was like, "Oh, you were gonna leave me?" Like, no, no, I wasn't gonna leave you, but still, right? So there's a lot of part where he's heroic. There's a lot of part where it actually helps the character. So the character is he's very selfish. He goes to a sea of relics, then he sells them. He's actually working for the army, but he makes some side deal, and he loses his friend that is part of it, right? And his friend that is part of it very early on. And the nicest thing about it is the friend is kind of like it kind of becomes a villain, kind of leading him to the bad guy, which is the mummy, right? Um, but at the same time, it kind of made the main character realize that okay, well, guess what? Guess what? Maybe I was an asshole too. He's an asshole, but he's like me. Maybe I was an asshole too, and he regrets. And I love that the main character growth comes from this old mistake, and I love that the old mistake is put to side to him as a friend, right? There's also some really good parts. So, for example, there's a character called Jekyll and Hyde. If you know the story of Jekyll and Hyde, you know it. If you don't know it, it's a scientist that hide a beast. He's take a potion to become the scientist. It's kind of similar to Hulk. So Bruce Banner and the Hulk, but he's actually a villain. So the fun part is um, we have Russell Crowe that plays Jekyll and Hyde, and ultimately it feels bad because like ugh, we don't really care about it. We don't really care about it. Being Jekyll and Hyde. However, it does serve a purpose. And I failed to see that the first time. The second time, I failed to see that too. This is the third time we're watching it. What it goes to show is okay. Well, there's paranormal. There's things that are going on in the world that we don't know what happened. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I am so sorry. Um, so yeah, so you had this. The actual villain is nice. The actual villain, because the mummy in itself was nice. The problem with the trilogy is it's three different entities that are mummies. So you're supposed to have this mummy that's super strong, and this one she is. It's weird. She's not a pharaoh. So it's weird because she is kind of like a servant. Not a servant in the sense of she's a waitress or she's a bed maiden. But in the sense of she does everything for one guy. But we don't have this guy. We don't have this guy. We don't have the knowledge of who this guy is. The only thing that we know about him, right? Bro, I love this. I love this. We're watching DST. He's crazy. So if you were serving this guy, I would like to see it. And if you were doing a sequel, I would like to see the guy, right? So just a bit of a miss. But yeah, the movie is kind of cool. I liked it. So that's pretty much it. Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.